Hi, Sagittarius. So today I decided to do something a little different, and we're going to talk about what is changing in your life. I'm going to pick out two of these cards of the archetypes and then tell you everything that's going on. So these are hard to shuffle and maneuver, FYI. So that's the reason I'm doing them this way. Oh, shoot. So I'm saying oh shoot because of the second one. The first one is the cave. Ooh, there you go. Do you see the eyes? So the cave and the dead end. One of them seems like a hell no, and one of them seems like a good. Let me just look really quick on the book so I don't have to read it for you guys and just give you a little bit of information about it, and then we'll go on. Okay, it is what I assumed about the cave. I needed to look into this because the cave is like the first one that I got. First time I got in this one, but it makes a lot of sense to what I'm reading. This is shamanic work. Okay. The cave is retreating yourself from the world. The cave is taking a moment for yourself. The cave is turning off everything around you. And then the cave is really getting to know yourself and why you're making the decisions you're making, what you're going into. You're in this precipice of a portal into a new existence, but it means that you got to be real with yourself. And sometimes being real with ourselves is like totally harsh because we're like assholes with ourselves sometimes. I'm just like being honest. I mean, if you don't need enemies, you just need yourself in a quiet room for a minute. And so what it's saying about the cave is that because we are so hard on ourselves, we have a tendency of wanting to avoid ourselves, if that makes sense. We're wanting to avoid. I just heard the chrysalis. We're wanting to avoid that moment of pause. And so what I can tell you based on the energy that is around right now, I think you have no choice, because if you don't want to slow down so that you can go into that cave space, you're going to be forced to. And the reason I'm saying that is because of the dead end, right? Do you see the hand? Do you see the net? You're literally being told, no, I know you want to go outside and do this other thing, but yeah, no, you have agreed to go in that path. And so we're going to move you in that path. And what we're going to do is that every single time you try to go over here, we're going to slap you in the damn face, tell you, no, bad person that you are. Spray some water in you. Go back that way. And then you're going to have to go back. They're actually showing me like a cat and a spray bottle, and then the cat going, yeah. You said what you said, right? You said you wanted to move into this new dimension, this new reality. You said that you wanted to be higher. You said you wanted to, blah, 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 blah. And so guess what? You get to be that, if you want to or not, because you said what you said. And this is what this feels like. Oh my God. This is really hard for a Sagittarian because of the fact that, you like to feel free. And at this moment, you're not being allowed to be free. You're being told your freedom is an ish right now. So we're going to take that away and we're going to force you in that hole right there, because you need to go there. And it's a scary hole because you're starting to be real with yourself. I mean, this is a really interesting reading, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to look at what you should look out for. And only 3 for the cave and 3 for the other one. So 3 for the cave right now. I'm telling my guides only 3 because sometimes they like to throw out a whole mess. And I'm like, no. So. Wow. And I'm seeing entanglement. Okay, so we have the 11th house, and it says, for humanity's sake, your hope and wishes, do it for the future. Literally, you're entangled to, I just heard a destiny. And I know that people are not going to like that too much. Shut up. And the next card says destiny. I'm just saying. So we have the 10th house, your destiny. I didn't even read that. That totally freaked me out when I saw that. Where you're going, your career. Okay. So you're entangled to a destiny. The destiny is linked to something you're supposed to be when you grow up. All right. You're going to try to move yourself in a different direction. I want to say self-sabotage so that you can because it's scary because I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. This feels like, I just heard survival's guilt. I don't know why I heard that, but I was thinking imposter syndrome. Like my words in my head were like imposter syndrome, but I heard survival's guilt. So I think it's a little bit of both, right? Where you made it out of a ugly cycle and somebody's being left behind and you're kind of wanting to go back to like fish this person out and help them and you're being stopped. No, you will not. And then you're also in this energy of I don't think I'm good enough. I haven't learned enough. What if I fuck up? What if this? What if that? You know, we fill our heads with homeless stuff. I told you our worst enemy is ourselves. We definitely don't even need somebody else. And so this is what this feels like. And then here we have, and this makes me laugh because reminds me of Take a Gamble. It says the fifth house with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art, do it dramatically. This is literally like, dude, do the Russian roulette. Just like, just jump. Who freaking cares? Like, obviously you're going to land somewhere because they're moving you in this direction and there's nothing you can do to avoid it. This is making me laugh because I'm there. I've been there so many times in my life and I'm there again. I keep doing these cycles, but I have a tendency of calling chaos into my life and change and transformation. So like, whatever, I tend to do this a lot in my life. I think I've done this like at least 7 times. And so, that's kind of the energy. Like you're being like kissed. I just heard kiss my arse, kicked in the butt so that you can move in this direction because it's supposed to be that way. Because your role has something really important to do for the future. What to do? 3 only. I said 3 only and they came out together. 3. This one came out first. World. I mean, yes, your destiny has some link to the overall world, and it's important for you to keep going that direction. The second thing is King of Wands. They need you to listen to your passions. Queen of Swords, but then be smart about it. Ace of Cups, because your problem is your freaking emotions. That's interesting. You got all 3 suits. You got, there's pentacles missing, but who cares about right now the material. This feels more spiritual at this moment. But we have Wands, Swords, and Cups. So they want your divine masculine to lead the way. And Knight of Wands tends to be a little bit impulsive. So they're trying to tell you be that impulsive person. But then they're wanting you to also be the Queen of Swords. So it's like freaking smart though about it. Know who you got to cut out, know how you're supposed to move forward, be smart about it, but be passionate, right? But watch your emotions because sometimes they get the better of you and that causes the problem. So watch your emotions. It's probably your Achilles heel. We all have an Achilles heel, right? So let's see this dead end. What you should look out for. Come on. I told you 3. And if they come out, shut up. Okay. So the first thing we have is the first house. The first house is saying, who are you? Your desires and your actions. This is remove the mask that you're trying to play. You signed up for an assignment. You know what that assignment is now. So I'm feeling like I already know, like I'm talking to a person that already knows what they're supposed to be when they grow up. They already know a calling that is inside of them. Right? but they're wearing this stupid mask about, no, but I'm this person. And it's like, no, remember who you are and what you came here to do. You remember who you are. So remember that. I know that sounds crazy. Remember who you are, remember. And then we have the sun, the creation of, the gaining of respect from or for things brought to life, to life or light. So, and then the third thing is the Sagittarius card, which is ironic because you were Sagittarius. Your highest ideals, the rules of get it out to the world. And again, the world card again. See, this is funny because the other readings I did, one didn't have to do with the other, but because this is a stop sign, because everything has to do with the one, I'm feeling like I'm only really reading one change that's happening in your life because you're not allowed any other changes, just the one. Okay? And I know there's some people that says, oh, you can always pick your destiny. You have free will. No, not all the time. That is a complete and utter and 1,000% lie. We are highly influenced by the higher realms, 1,000,000,000%. We have perceived freedoms, but the reality is that we have assigned directions. There might be some possibilities of changes that go here and there based on probabilities of different outcomes, and they allow that. But listen to what I just said. They allow that, not you are gifted that. Okay. In your case, Sagittarius, whoever I'm talking to at this moment, you have no free will at this moment. In this moment, you have to remove your mask. You have to stop lying to yourself. You have to accept the clarity that has already come into you, and you have to move in the direction that you have to move, which is going into the shadow, because biatch, you came to do this, right? And so what to do? I just heard put on your big girl panties when I saw this card come out. Okay. Death card in reverse. You can't back down to what you already agreed to do. There is no, I decided I don't want to do that anymore. And there's no, I'm going to close that. Cancel, release. Cancel and release. No. Put on your good big girl panties or big boy pants with the strength card. 5 of Wands, and put your boxing gloves on, because you came here to make change, to stir the pot, to change something. It is written in your destiny, and to fight. It's just who you are. Now, if you stay in this energy that you are in the current moment, and right now this feels like utter and complete denial. I don't want to. I said no. Let's see how this turns out. I just want to shuffle it a few times before I do that. All right. I'm only taking out 3. 1, 2, 3. This is you holding onto your head and sitting in this huge cup and looking at the cups around you and saying, why? Why do I do this to myself? I keep fucking myself over, and now I'm just like, I don't want to do it anymore, and I have no choice. I'm already freaking in it. God damn it. That's what that feels like. And then you get to the point where you're at the ace of material. All right, it's time for me to invest time, energy, effort. It's time for me to put my name in that pot. Damn it. Damn it. And 8 of materials, and do the work, because it is what it is. I have no choice. I'm going to move forward in this with the Chariot card, because this is the King of Swords, because it's written. And I know I will be victorious because it's my family's destiny. Like, It's literally written in your, like, I mean, you got inherited this. There's always the one in the family that, understood the assignment and they jump for it. And then after they're in it, they're like, holy shit, I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I don't want to do it. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Um, there's no never mind for you. You're definitely, you're in this, and I just heard you're in it to win it, but you're in it and you're stuck in it because they're not going to let you go any other direction. And honestly, the way that this card looks so auspicious, where they're touching this spot in the hand and whatever, and they're activating this, an activation, um, you'll do it because you'll be forced to. And so, I'm sorry, not sorry, but sorry, not sorry, to let you know that it's already written. And so I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.